Yama will be our quaba at the bar and a day, do my dear so, or I would see the church will be our and da, will be our sister, Ugusu, Eti, I would say the Essa sister and Kanyamwa, Kay, Limbe, be a year. Nane de ya meno kase de doctor Mahama Bawumia ono kasane darling boy ni bibia miracle abwaje ena watena bedwema wadi insembi abetuja a chese wo defendi MPP amayiko ene doctor Mahama Bawumia na waka insembi de afa dumso chese 8 good years or more MPP for ebetna so 8 weeks per and now more experience Dumsor crisis. Now after that, dear, or more every power dear, not just a light nijina so say ya. Na John Dramani Mahama any na my cook the MDC a buy a dear. Yamianu no crane, Dumsor dear say a bro and Canadian cry just say any pa and some way and some for just a miracle. Abuaji agency PSO awadi abetuja meso come home na yehura esemi kujimuchi.
The time we handed over, there was no Dumsor. We miracles Abuaji na okeka sansem we nyina no o say time omo betina akonya so 8 years ni nyina no 8 weeks pe na omunya power crisis. The aka ni nyina was constant electricity for the good people of the Republic of Ghana. Or say claims blaming the current persistent outages entirely on the NDC government. Yes, see NDC for no omuna mo buy just omo betina akonya so no John Dramani Mahama ni 120 days no Dumsor no chembe de wo ho sort of when ensema ai dija ewo NDC for akache breaking news kesi NPP for ho a meje ni nyina bre o akromati sort of my nko na yenkodi asem we nyina nchi mu mbra isia.
In 8 years we had energy crisis for 8 weeks. In 8 years we had energy crisis for 8 weeks.
Yeah.
Okay, 8 weeks. That is fact. As at the time we're handing our power to you, we didn't have any energy crisis in this country. We didn't have Dumsor. I haven't had power in my neighborhood for 3 days. Okay, I never experienced it in 8 years. So it's okay because you are very comfortable to come and sit on TV and say, oh, it's the same. It was there. The people who are experiencing it know,
they know
that the kind of Dumsor that the Ashanti region are experiencing is unbearable. Go to the industrial area. Some of the factories are beginning to run, you know, a lean stuff because they can't have power. So what good is it to us if you remove 1% e-levy and you can't give us power? Even at the time when you cannot give us the power, you have increased it by 14%. So think about it. E-levy is by choice. I can decide to work and go and give my money to engineer. But for electricity,
you have to pay.
You have to pay.
Once you are consuming.
Once you are consuming. So you remove 1% e-levy and say, oh, clap for us. With that one, we are going to use this to reduce hardship and make doing business easy. Then you come and increase electricity by 14%. You know, so these things are things that we need to highlight. And get the government to say, listen, we need you to fix these things. I mean, when it comes to these things, I don't do politics with it because it affects everybody. All of us, we are all doing businesses. And when this thing goes down, we are all happy. Like I've seen the dollar and the CD. I am excited because honestly speaking, if the dollar comes to 5 cedis, I am happy. The NDC will go to opposition in 2028 not because of the dollar. They are incompetent in so many other areas. So if they can fix Dumsor and fix the dollar for us, we'll be happy. We won't say, oh, if they do it, no. There's so many ways that will knock them out of that.
Thank you, Dennis.
In 8 years, we had energy crisis for 8 weeks. In 8 years, we had energy crisis for 8 weeks. Okay, 8 weeks. 8 weeks. That is fact. I think that in the last 120 days, the reality, not these theories, the reality is that we've been saddled with a group of people who have been disturbing our ears with lamentations and complaints. Almost all of them. It's as if the government came into office without a plan, without a strategy. It's almost beginning to look as if all the things they were saying, which was giving the Ghanaian people hope, that they were going to, or they were an alternative, or they had alternative solutions to some of our challenges, were just rhetorics. And that they really didn't have any concrete plan. So you listen to the Cocoa Board CEO, who is moving from one cocoa farm to the other with this leather chair. And the farmers tell him that you promised that specifically, that cocoa should be 6,000 per, and shouldn't be 3,000. Why haven't you done it? And then he says, since we came, we realized that there's a lot of mess in cocoa board, and the way cocoa board is a mess, it will be difficult for us to increase. So what was the indicators based on which you made that promise? It's a big worry.
Yeah.
So I've been in the past week playing videos of the energy minister, what he said when he was ranking member, and what he's saying now as minister. And sometimes I feel very sad for him because you listen to him and it's like he's debating himself. He's disagreeing with himself. Things that he said. Today, he's fighting those same things and saying that those things are not true, they cannot be right. And you ask yourself, but who are you disagreeing with? And you realize it's himself.
Well, now he's in power, and so he has a better appreciation of the prevailing conditions.
And that is an indication of what we should expect. That, for me, is my assessment of the 120-day period. That tells you that the government didn't come into office with a plan. They came into office on the back of lies, promises that they believed were going to sound nice in the ears of the voter just to get the votes. Now you are struck with reality. And so in the past 120 days, at best, what I think they would have been doing would be to adjust to the reality of the day and now look out for ways to deal with the situation. I mean, I hear council say we have decided to give ourselves 75. And I'm asking, how do you decide? You don't decide to give yourself marks or score. You don't take that decision.
You can't be judged and jury.
No, even those who will be doing their assessment, they will not decide to. It will be based on what you have done. And I look at some of the things, and you realize that the tangibles have not been done. If you look at it critically, and I'm not saying this. I mean, there are so many things I could hold the NDC on, but facts is what I'm stating. The things that would really push us. They have not been fulfilled. And you know why? Those things are difficult for you to do in 100 days, 120 days. So let's launch this. That has been done. Let's launch a Jumerura. If you launch a Jumerura, that is nothing. Okay, even as you do the launching, nobody knows where the funding is, whether the money is sitting down. Nobody knows. Let's launch 1 million coders. You can do it. So launch. Commence the development or commence the drafting of a policy for 24-hour economy. Really, how do we even know if you have commenced or not? You understand? You say you have, but you may probably not even have done it. We won't know. So I don't really think that we should really place, because if I look at it, first of all, the promise is actually 25, not 26 and not 24. The numbering, I think they got it wrong when they were doing it. So when you check, it's 24. And you realize that 25,
right?
And you realize that the number they have fulfilled are 11. 11 of those 25 promises are what they have fulfilled. And this is based on what they have written verbatim, not any dancing around. You say you will launch. Have you launched or not?
Okay.
You understand? You say you will implement stress-free fees. You didn't say you will launch stress-free fees. So if as of today, no Ghanaian first-year student has received stress-free fee, you can't tell me you have fulfilled it. You have launched it, but you said you will.
Schools were already in session when they.
No, but you said you will do it in this academic year. That was the promise. And then when the minister was asked, he said they will refund. Have you refunded? So if school was in session, it means that you haven't done it.
Right.
Don't come and tell us that because you have gone to launch it. You said you will implement. And maybe I may be wrong, but English is quite clear. Implement and launch are two different things. So they have actually implemented or fulfilled 11, which gives them 44%. They have not fulfilled 12, which is 48%. And then partially fulfilled are